Welcome everyone to today's video, which is my skincare do's and don'ts for healing hormonal PCOS acne. So this skincare routine is something I really wish I knew when my acne was at its absolute worst. I'm sure you can probably relate to just trialing and erroring through just endless skincare products, just trying to find that magic thing and just ending up kind of making your skin worse or irritating it, or just finding the wrong ones. So I absolutely love this skincare routine that I've got now. Even though my acne has cleared up, I still get one or two little breakouts, especially when it's my time of the month. Yay that I can actually say that now. So I'm going to be continuing to use it for the foreseeable. So just a disclaimer, I'm not a dermatologist. I am just a gal who suffered with PCOS, hormonal acne, and I've cleared it. So of course I need to share because it is just one of the most painful, physically and emotionally painful things that we can go through. And I know how hard it can be when you're just trying to find what works. So hopefully there'll be some good tips in this for you. So skincare definitely isn't the most important thing when it comes to healing hormonal acne, because it's not a surface level skin condition, but it is important that we don't kind of irritate the skin by adding things that are just going to aggravate it and make our skin even worse. Of course, diet, lifestyle and stress management are so important when dealing with hormonal acne, but in this video we're just going to stick strictly skincare. So I'll start by telling you about my acne, and if you can relate, then hopefully what I've done will be really helpful for you. So I had cystic acne, so really big, hard, painful lumps all along my jaw, on my cheeks and on my back as well. And then I had just regular spots, whiteheads, blackheads all over my face, all over my back. And I had super oily skin, so it was like my skin was just producing the most amount of sebum. Like, it was insane. Like, I'd wash my face and just not very long after it would already be feeling like dirty and greasy. And same with my hair. If I'd wash my hair in that same day, it would just feel greasy again. So yeah, really tough. And then obviously with my hair falling out as well, and I had these kind of like sore lumps and bumps on my scalp. So it was just really difficult. It was an absolute nightmare. Not only does it really take your confidence because of how it looks, but it's so painful as well. Like, I don't think people understand like how bad it is, like when you're in pain just talking or eating and just moving your face, or even if your face is still and it just hurts. It can be really difficult. And of course, if it's on your back, it's like not only have you got your face to worry about, but then you've got like, you know, it makes you kind of not want to wear certain clothes. And again, with the pain, like even if I was to lay in the back, it would hurt, like because it was on my back. So it was a tough time. So the first thing that I want to talk about in terms of skincare is moisturizer. So I think this one's really important because it's something that's going to be staying on your skin. So if you've got super oily skin, then an oil-free moisturizer is really important. Comedogenic, I don't know, I don't really say that word, I just read it a lot, but yeah, however you pronounce it, basically it just means that it won't clog your pores. So I definitely found with a few products, even though they would state that they were non-comedogenic, I don't even know, you know what I'm trying to say, they were like too rich for my skin and they made me break out even worse. So I think it's just really important to kind of read the ingredients, and of course always go for something that's oil free, and like a gel is quite good. So the one that I use is this one by FACETHEORY. So it's the Super Gel Moisturizer oil free. So it's literally just like a gel, clear gel. It's just does what it needs to do. It doesn't make me oily, of course, because it's just a gel, and it's relatively kind of gentle, plain. It's not got a scent or anything like that. It's not heavily chemicaled, but it's got some good ingredients as well. So that is probably the best one that I would say for super oily, acne prone skin. So I am really passionate about trying to save this beautiful planet of ours, and I've tried to use like single ingredient are organic ingredients, just simply because just better for health, better for the environment, better for all of those reasons. But like things like pure shea butter, organic jojoba oil. I've tried both of these as moisturizers, but as you can imagine, they're just super rich, super oily. And even though on the non-comedogenic chart, they are classed as good, like they don't clog pores. However, I mean, some people love them, but for me it was just a no. Like, it was just way too rich for my skin, and because my skin was already oily, it just felt like it was just really bad. They might be okay for you, but for me personally, if it sounds like you've got skin like mine, then I would steer clear and go for something like a gel. Even though, of course, it would be nice, I would love to be able to use like just one single ingredient. Of course, it's so much better for the planet. The reason that I use Skin Theory as well, not only are their products really good, I'm not affiliated or anything with them, they're just what I use. But they come in completely plastic-free packaging, and of course it's not plastic, but the little lid is plastic, so it's not 100%. But yeah, I mean, if you can find one that's like this without a plastic lid, then please let me know. I would love to find it, but at the moment that is the best that I can find. So now onto serums. You'll probably notice I'm actually working backwards, but it's all good. It's for a reason. So serums, I kind of feel like are kind of like an extra product. Like, you don't necessarily need them, however they are quite nice that you can kind of target specific skin concerns with them. So I've actually ran out of serums at the moment, and I'm just not really in a rush to buy anymore. But then again, my skin isn't the biggest priority right now because my acne has cleared, so that's where I'm at. But I'll explain kind of the ones that were helpful to me along my acne healing. So I've really liked vitamin C serums. If I do purchase another one soon, it will probably be a vitamin C serum, just simply because I love the glow that it gives. It's vitamin C is really good for like renewing the cells, and it's really like kind of brightening and glowy on your face. Other ones, kind of stronger ones, like salicylic acid, which of course is an ingredient that is good for treating super oily acne prone skin. And then things like hyaluronic, hyaluronic acid. If you say it fast, it kind of sounds okay. Hyaluronic acid, yeah. It's really good for like a hydration boost. So the thing with serums, again, if you can find a relatively natural one. I know when we're dealing with like actual chemicals, it's kind of not natural, but with skincare, I believe in keeping it as simple and natural as possible. But then if you need to kind of use these extra strong active ingredients, then cool. I mean, there are definitely some good ones out there. Salicylic acid is definitely something that I was using quite frequently when I was having bad flare-ups. So yeah, serums are good, but just make sure that you do your research on them to make sure that you're using them correctly, so that one, you don't upset your skin, and two, that they don't basically chemically cancel each other out, because of course there is kind of like a way that you can add them together and layer them and stuff like that. So just make sure if you are using, say, more than one serum, or with other products, like if you have two different active ingredients, just make sure that they actually go together and they're not going to, one, hurt your face, like too many acids or whatever, and to cancel each other out, because then you'll just be wasting your money, and serums can be kind of expensive. So yeah. So toner, I believe, should be as gentle as possible, and my absolute best recommendation of toner is rose water. So I use just an organic rose water. So this one is actually in a spray bottle, and I've just put some crystals in there because, you know, extra love for my face. But organic rose water is just so amazing. It's just like a little self-love ritual for your face, which is so important when you're dealing with something that makes you feel upset about how you look, and something that really requires some healing. So it's super gentle, it smells wonderful, you're going to smell like a queen, and it's incredibly healing as well for the skin. So my rose water practice is always kind of like a self-love ritual. I take the time to really kind of switch up my thoughts to just loving thoughts for my skin and for my face, and just to remind myself that I am beautiful. And I did this when I was covered in acne, and it was really, really difficult, but it's something that just comes with practice, and then, you know, eventually it will feel like it's the truth, and then what you see in the mirror will actually start to change as well. So yeah, I really like using rose water as that daily reminder, yes, to check in, do a bit of self-love. And rose is actually also really good for shifting you into a higher vibration, a love frequency. So it's just a win-win. It's just the best ever. So like I said, that's a spray bottle, but you can also, if you just get it in a regular bottle, you can just pour it onto your hands, like clean hands, and kind of press it into your skin, rather than, because I used to use like a cotton pad, but I just feel like after you've cleansed and all the rest of it, being kind of rough with a cotton pad is just kind of unnecessary, I feel. And also that skin to skin contact, especially when you're kind of speaking those loving affirmations, I think is really powerful. So yeah, give that a try, either spraying it and just letting it soak in, or just really gently kind of pressing it into your skin and imagining it doing all of the lovely healing work. So another one that's kind of okay is witch hazel. So it's quite a powerful ingredient. You can mix it with rose water if you want to dilute it a bit, but it can be, yeah, I just find witch hazel is a very drying ingredient, so just be mindful of that. And yeah, it's a good, it's an active ingredient for acne. However, rose water wins every day. Now for the cleanser, which is probably the most difficult one to get right. And I use this one, again, from Skin Theory, so the same company that I get the moisturizer from, if you can see it. So it is the clarifying cleanser. So this one actually, so I get the, it's for combination / oily skin, and it's the unscented one. I believe they do a scented one, but I just think the less chemicals, the better. So yeah, I would say the unscented one is probably the best idea all around. So it's really good. One of these jars I would say lasts at least 3 months for me anyway. I use it once a day, just a pea-sized amount. It's got a really nice creamy texture, and a little bit goes a really long way. So it's quite like gentle, but it's got really powerful ingredients, and it will feel ever so slightly tingly on your skin, but like not uncomfortable. Like if you've ever done like a chemical peel, or not a chemical peel, like a chemical exfoliator, it's not like that feeling. It's just a little bit of a tingle. So yeah, I actually use this in the morning, and then a more like gentle cleanser at night. So when something has got the kind of strong ingredients like this one has, I would say like once a day is probably a good idea. I mean, you can probably use it twice a day if you want to, but once a day works for me, and of course it makes it last longer. So at the moment, my gentle cleanser is actually just like, I didn't bring it in with me. It's like a clay cleansing bar, so it's kind of like a bar of soap, but it's a special one for your face. Again, just because it's better for the environment than a plastic bottle. And yeah, there's loads of different kinds that you can get. I mean, you can get a cream one or a gel one or whatever, but yeah, the more gentle, the more natural, the better, because you want this second cleanser, if you have a second cleanser, to be, yeah, just gentle and not too strong or harsh on your skin. So again, this one is really nice, much more environmentally friendly than any other cleansers that I've used, especially for acne treatment. So it's, yeah, glass, all good. So whether you feel like you want to do the stronger cleanser at night or in the morning, it's totally your call. I don't know why I do it in the morning, it's just what I do. Now onto makeup remover. So the best, I mean, if you don't know this, just be prepared for your mind to be blown. Coconut oil is the best makeup remover on the planet. There is no makeup remover that even comes close. Trust me, there's just nothing that works as well as this. So I know you might be thinking oil on oily skin, that doesn't work, which absolutely I would never recommend leaving coconut oil on your skin if you have got acne prone skin, because yeah, your acne will have a party if you leave it on your skin. But obviously with makeup remover you are thoroughly washing it off, so I think in this situation it's fine. And the oil, it's just so gentle, and it literally, when you're kind of rubbing it into your face, even with like waterproof makeup, it really like melts away the makeup, as opposed to kind of using like a chemically, I don't know what people use, like micellar water and stuff like that, and then like really having to, like, I remember I had one once and it just stung my skin so much, and you have to really kind of go over it, whereas this, your makeup just melts off before you even like wipe it off. So that kind of extra gentle step when you're dealing with your skin, and if it's inflamed and sore, then absolutely like it wins all the way around. So I actually use these reusable organic bamboo cotton pads, so just to remove it. So yeah, just rub it in. It, like, literally, if I have like eye makeup on, like my eye makeup will be not even on my eyes anymore, just from rubbing the coconut in. And then of course you just use that to wet it with warm water and just wipe off the makeup. Seriously, you'll be amazed. Especially if you've been using like a micellar water, you'll be like, oh my god, what? A little goes a long way as well, and it's obviously really cost effective and better for the environment because you can buy it in a jar, and yes, less plastic bottles, the better. Now for the best face mask ever for acne prone skin, which is bentonite clay and apple cider vinegar. So the clay is just super cleansing and detoxifying. Like when it's on, you can literally feel it pulling out your impurities. Like, it is just so good. And then the apple cider vinegar is antibacterial, of course, because of the acne bacteria. That is really, really helpful. So you can mix the clay. I usually use about a teaspoon to 1 part vinegar and 1 part water if your acne is quite severe, or just if your skin can handle it. Of course, if you have more sensitive skin, then definitely dilute that, and you can actually leave the vinegar out altogether if you want to. It will smell like vinegar, I'm not gonna lie, it stinks, but it is very effective. So just start low because you don't want to upset your skin, and then you can always build your way up if you feel like it's all good. So it is a big fat plastic tub, which is not eco-friendly, but this, I had it as a gift like ages ago, like 2 Christmases ago, so there's still quite a fair bit in it. So it definitely lasts a really long time. I'll probably end up reusing this tub for something else, but you can definitely get more eco-friendly options for the packaging. Again, I got this as a gift, and also I wasn't as conscious when it comes to plastic and stuff back then, and I think that was like £15 or something for a tub like that, and like I said, I reckon that's gonna last at least 2 years, this tub, so that's pretty good. And now onto exfoliants. So you've got your chemical exfoliants, your physical scrub exfoliants. I'm not really a fan. I definitely used like chemical exfoliants. I use both because, like, you know when you've just got loads of spots on your skin and you just think, if I scrub it off, it will go. I don't know why we think this. But yeah, so I definitely used to use really harsh scrubs, which I then learned was just making my skin worse because it causes tiny little tears on your breakouts, which just spreads the acne bacteria around, and then you got more acne and more spots and more breakouts, and it's just such a vicious cycle. It is the epitome of vicious cycle because it's vicious, it really is. So yeah, do not use physical scrubs for acne. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. Chemical ones, again, they're just a little bit harsh. Like, the feeling is so uncomfortable, and I just think they're kind of just unnecessary. Like, yeah, they're powerful, but I definitely feel better, always have felt much better results with this mask instead. So, you know, save your money, save the planet, save the chemicals from your body, and just use that mask as the like treatment. Yeah, because it pulls out the impurities and all of that jazz that you want from an exfoliator anyway. So yeah, it's a no from me for exfoliators. And then of course there's the SPF. I've not found one that I like yet, so if anybody knows of one that is oil-free and nice and eco-friendly and natural, then please let me know in the comments, because I am on a quest to find one. So I don't have one for you, I'm sorry, I don't know. Anyone that I have found has just been super greasy and not my friend, so yeah. So I will link all of these below so that you know where to find them, and I hope this was helpful. If it was, then make sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any more PCOS and healing videos. So I'm really excited to hear if any of this has helped you with your skin. So I will be sharing more on acne healing besides skincare. So see you in the next one for more healing habits. Mwah!